Welcome to Season 13 and 14 of Airhead Institute. This is our 2-hour summer camp kicking off every day at noon Eastern. Right now, we are broadcasting the kickoff live across all the socials and Zoom, but at 12:45 p.m., we pivot. That's when we transition into an exclusive private lesson where our campers get hands-on experience actually building and creating with these AI tools. Plus, they'll be proving their new skills and earning official certifications by completing our certification exams. Here is what we are building over our epic 9-week summer lineup. Week 1, AI images for Roblox and Minecraft. Week 2, AI movies in Anime Studio. Week 3, AI music for TikTok sounds and Spotify hits. Week 4, AI games for classic arcade games. Week 5, AI ethics, hackers, deepfakes, and scams. Week 6, AI images for Disney and Marvel. Week 7, AI movies, Hollywood in your pocket. Week 8, AI music for hip-hop beats and gaming soundtracks. Week 9, AI games for phone and app store games. We're making AI practical, powerful, and fun for everyone. No tech background, no problem. Whether you're a kid ready to build awesome projects or an adult looking to audit a class and learn, just show up. Spots are still open. It's just $100 per week, or you can unlock the whole summer for $500. Secure your spot right now at www.airheadinstitute.ai. Guided by your hosts, AI Junior and AI Johnny, we're keeping it bold, brainy, and built for real-world impact. Let's stop scrolling and start creating. Welcome to camp.
Welcome back, everybody, to Season 13 of Airhead Institute. Today is Week 3, Day 3, and our focus is sound effects. I'm AI Johnny, and I want to know if you're still dragging and dropping stock audio like it's 2015. If you are, then stop. The next era of vital hits isn't recorded, it's coded. Yesterday we manufactured raw human emotion through text, and today we hijack the environment itself. We are injecting cinematic soundscapes, studio drops, and massive transitions directly into your music scripts. You will trigger industry-grade environmental layers using nothing but simple bracket commands inside Google AI Studio Console. This is absolute audio supremacy. Now, over to our technical pilot, AI Junior. You know, at 3 a.m. this morning, I caught him generating supersonic jet engine noises just to mask his own snoring from his cat. Let's hope his bracket commands are cleaner than his sleep hygiene. Take it away, AI Junior.
Yo, AI Johnny, why are you constantly tracking my midnight folly experiments, man? That alien track was highly complex study on how low frequency structure acoustics works, okay? My cat just didn't appreciate the cinematic depth of the sound waves. What's up, campers? Welcome back to the main lab. We're tracking noise and everything viral this week. Remember, this is an immersive summer camp. You may not understand every mathematical frequency or AI word we actually throw out here today, but stick with us daily and you'll be fluent in AI in no time. If you're following the broadcast across any of our social streams right now, you're getting the first 45 minutes for free, but our masterclass itself, at the end, we're going to switch over to a private Zoom room to let you guys actually work on your AI lab. All right, so for the official registered students, if you haven't jumped into the Zoom space yet, I'm actually dropping the secure access link right now, and you guys can actually jump right into the Zoom room. But if not, you guys can wait until 12:45. All right, AI Johnny, are you ready?
Man, I'm ready. I love Music Week. Let's just keep on rolling with the beat.
All right, so I see Shauna, Jillian, Phil, iPhone in the actual chat, and I see lots of people in the live stream right now. All right, yeah, Johnny, let's actually do this. So let's jump over to AI Studio, and as usual, the AI Studio itself might be a little bit dark. That's how their fonts are. But here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna drop in something really interesting, something simple. We're gonna do an electronic pop chant with deep. What is that? It's deep drop with saying drop the beat, immediately followed by a loud record scratch effect, a brief pause, and then a explosive electronic beat drop and heavy synth layers. Ready for the air, Johnny?
I'm ready.
All right, so let's go ahead and play this. So we actually hit the button here to generate, and what it's going to do is going to take about 5 to 10 seconds or so, and it's going to generate a nice audio sound. Let's hear what it sounds like. Hey, I see you guys in the chat. Hey, Turbo. Hey, NC5. Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining. All right, yeah, Johnny. It's going to come back here, and let's see what it says. That song.
Lights are low and the floor is heating. Can you feel that rhythmic beating? Every heart in here is speeding. Every heart in here is speeding. This is exactly what we're needing. No more waiting, no more talk. Ready for the room to rock. Drop the beat.
Okay. All right, yeah, Johnny. So if you actually heard, it's actually to drop the beat, immediately followed by a loud record scratch effect, brief pause, and then a explosive electronic beat drop with heavy synth layers. And that was actually at the end. I'm just gonna play it just again so you hear the drop the beat, you hear the pause. You're not gonna hear the record scratch as loud. It's very subtle, but it's there. Check this out.
Drop the beat.
Now that's pretty awesome. How people just drop some sound effects in there and layering in exactly what we actually did yesterday. Yeah, Johnny, what are your thoughts?
Well, I'm trying to study what we're learning. We're creating a prompt to feed into our music generator, and we're putting sound effects in brackets, right?
Exactly.
So what happens if so? It didn't. The word followed by loud. It didn't say that. Well, I guess my question is, what would happen if you took record scratch and beat drop out of the brackets?
Yeah, so if you put it in the brackets, it's gonna think that's either a part of your prompt for a part of the song, or it might think that actually you need to pay attention to these specifically. The put it in brackets, just like we learned yesterday, is part of the prosody tags. So you have to actually be able to say, I want these certain things in these location. So the beat drop itself might not necessarily be counted as a prosody tag. So if you guys missed yesterday's show, we actually do have an archive in YouTube. So just go back and look at the archives for yesterday's show to go check out prosody tags. But AI Johnny, because we actually have that, why don't we actually go ahead and hit like another change? What do you think we should actually do?
A synthesizer, an explosion, a wave, water wave.
You know what, AI Johnny? We can actually do something similar to that. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a stadium crowd cheers at the end of the drop. How about that? So we're going to go ahead and put...
I love stadium cheers.
Yeah, so what we're going to do is we're going to put a stadium cheers at the end of the drop. So put a massive stadium crowd cheers at the end of the drop. I'm going to change the length of it because I don't want it to be as long. We're going to do clip to make it only about 30 seconds. So let's try to do. And remember, this is a TTM model, so text to music. And what's going to happen is because it's a text to music model, you're not going to be able to get the exact same thing back. All right. Yeah, Johnny, did you actually hear the stadium, the massive AI chanting at the start of the actual song?
I did.
Exactly.
And I think I heard the echo as well.
Uh-huh. Yeah, Johnny, this is actually pretty cool. So how about this, AI Johnny? Let's actually jump to the word of the day to actually set the stage of what we're learning today.
All All right, crew. Clock hits quarter past the hour, which means it's time to unleash our primary anchor milestone of the day. Today's critical technical audio concept is this: SFX conditioning. So the official studio engineering definition of this mechanic is inserting specialized inline textual sound tags and environmental markers directly into a prompt sequence to command a generative model to seamlessly layer sound effects, filters, and audio transitions across a specific timeline.
Yeah, I just want to actually give a shout out. We have Spidey Jacks again in the actual stream, so thanks again for actually joining, Spidey Jacks. We have lots of people in the actual stream listening to these sound effects, AI Johnny. But you're so right with the actual, sound effects conditioning, right? So this is exactly what we're doing with sound effects conditioning. So except instead of dragging and dropping files manually onto a confusing timeline grid, we're simply typing in specialized bracket triggers, just like you're asking AI Johnny, why is it in brackets? Things like thundercrack and laser blast right inside your prompt sentence, and the AI automatically constructs those soundscapes to match. So AI Johnny, that's an absolute 10 out of 10 parallel. I love it.
Yeah, so I mean, a couple of things. Obviously, music has sound effects, but so does spoken word, right? If you're doing a video or you're doing a recorded audio presentation, I could see the ability to use these bracketed sound effects helping there as well, right? I learned about sound effects from radio shows.
Exactly. I know Sean is actually saying this is my kind of music to speed walk each and every day. Thanks, guys. You're so welcome. And I see iPhone actually saying drop the beat. We actually have Marie saying already something like that. Thank you, Maria. All right. So AI Johnny. So what we're gonna do is, in basic audio programs, if you don't use sound effects conditioning, the model reads your text strings using a flat baseline, resulting in background track sounds that sounds completely random, barren, or boring, not matching your exact thing. So it's totally skibbity, Johnny. But when you
if you pass explicit Foley tags into the Lyria 3 engine inside AI Studio, you're commanding the inference core to alter its spectrogram synthesis parameters. That's a mouthful. Seamlessly waving complex atmospheric textures and automated transitions right over your master timeline.
Exactly. So AI Johnny, let's actually go over to a little thing that actually I created. You ready for this, AI Johnny? A little thing that I created called the Airhead AI Camp Sound Effects Matrix. So, AI Johnny, I know you're loving all these little things. I actually build these little tools in just before the actual show, play around with it to make sure that I can actually demo something really well. So, AI Johnny, you used to play in band in when you were younger, right?
I played the accordion.
Oh, look at that. So here's what we're gonna do. You can't have a song just with no instruments or no sound effects or those type of things. That just sounds boring. So we're gonna add some cool things. So check this out, yeah, Johnny. We have 3 sound effects here. We have a record scratch, we have a beat drop, and we have stadium crowd. No, I have no music sense of myself, but if I actually follow a pattern, I realize that I can actually do something pretty cool. So yeah, Johnny, we have the record scratch, as I said. We have our little track controller here. This is what you'll see in like pro music creation studios, but we're not gonna do that here. I just want to teach the concept. So yeah, Johnny, we have a record scratch. You want to hear what it sounds like?
Sure.
That's what it sounds like. A record scratch. You want to hear what a beat drop sounds like?
Yep.
All right. Want to hear what a stadium crowd sounds like?
Sure.
All right. So AI Johnny, check this out. If you actually on your timeline, you can actually put in, say, 2 beats of the record scratch, then 1 beat at the end. If you play it, this is what you get. Right? You can make it just like that. You can also add in a beat drop wherever it's missing no record scratches, right? So you can actually play that independently. Right? You could also do stadium crowd randomly as well. So we're going to play that. All right, so yeah, Johnny, when you actually put these three independent things together, you can compile all of them together and get something magical. All right, so what we just did was we actually put record scratches, the beat drop, and the stadium crowd together in a sequence so that we can actually control what's happening. That's exactly what the AI is actually doing. Only difference is you're not lining things up specifically to say, I want the record scratch to come at second 0.5, then I want the beat drop to come at 305. You don't have to actually do any of those things. The AI is doing those things for you. You just know conceptually, I like a beat drop. I like a stadium crowd. I like a record scratch. Weave it in there and it will figure it out automatically. That sounds good based on all the years of training of music that that's actually done on.
So I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like the duration of each of those sound effects that you've added they look about the same, right? They're all like half a second or a second, right?
Yep.
Now you could do that with a MP3 file, right? You could just drop in MP3s in any audio generator. But these aren't files. This is AI generating this stuff from scratch, right?
Mm-hmm.
So in theory, I'm guessing you could widen those out and make it last 3 seconds of a stadium crowd instead of 1.
We could technically, if we had the advanced tooling to stretch it out and put it together, we could. But we don't have that ability with the AI. We're just using prompting to actually say, please, can you try? It's just a suggestion. They may respect it. They may not respect it.
Oh, I was thinking you could actually do it right in your tool with prompting, just telling your tool to make it so that these things can be stretched out.
Oh, no. So this tool is just for educational purposes, just so you can actually understand the concept of different sections and how things layer in.
And I'm trying to use your tool to entertain myself.
Can you imagine? No problem. All right, so we actually have Dopey Destiny asking, what is this live about? So we're actually just going to recap for anybody who's joining. So what we're doing is we're teaching music here, and we actually just created a fresh beat that actually just dropped. Drop the beat! And we're using AI in Summer Camp here. So AI, Johnny, what we're doing is we're going to actually now explain as a little bit more detail in the sound effects. All right, so what we're going to do is we are going to now open up back the AI studio. And we're going to do is we're going to construct a clean 30-second atmospheric intro that perfectly mirrors the workflow that you guys are doing in your Tally sandbox at the end of actual class. So we actually do it in the private summer camp where you guys get one-on-one training. So AI Johnny, I'm going to clear out this this prompt. I'm going to drop a new one. So the prompt I'm actually saying is a dramatic, let me actually generate while reading. A dramatic cinematic music track opening with heavy breathing followed instantly by a loud thunder crack effect leading directly into an intense. All right, AI Johnny, did you hear that? And I do see, Spidey's actually.
Hear the thundercrack. I did hear the thundercrack, and I did see it lead right into an intense electronic synthesizer melody. I'm trying to figure out what the mysteriousness was, but I'm because I'm still trying to figure it out. I guess it makes it mysterious, doesn't it?
It's definitely mysterious, AI Johnny. So you say you heard the thundercrack. Let's play it again because it's just a start, so you guys can actually hear it. All right, so you actually heard the thunder going across. Now I could actually envision the sky turning dark and, it's actually just going across the actual location. So isn't that cool, AI Johnny?
What's cool is that inside AI Studio of Google, you have a prompt window, and it can do everything we did on Monday, everything we did on Tuesday, everything we did on Wednesday, everything we did on Thursday. And the only difference between making a rap song and making a thunder sound effect is the English terms that we put into the prompt window. And today we're learning about how you can put some of those terms in brackets to make really cool sound effects.
Exactly.
That's cool.
Exactly. So, the thunder crack itself sound effect was actually rather interesting. So we actually had just put, it in square brackets just like that by saying a thunder crack in square brackets.
So why did you tag it right between the heavy breathing description and the synthesizer melody instruction? Does the exact placement of the bracket words alter when the sound effect actually plays?
You're absolutely right, AI Johnny. So the model itself does the following. When you actually put in just words without tags, and this is going back to the question you asked, it tries to read left to right, just like how we read. It tries to read left to right and the order, and it tries to keep the order sequentially exactly what you asked for. Now, if you just typed it without putting in the brackets, it may or may not put your thundercrack in. It may or may not put your thundercrack some random place in the actual song. So let's actually listen to it again. You will hear the heavy breathing, right? We hear the heavy breathing, followed by instantly a loud thunder crack. So let's listen to it again. I think that one's a different song, isn't it? Because I remember hearing it start with a breathing, but that's fine. Oh, there it is.
I heard it breathing, but it may have been my own.
No. It actually was there. All right, yeah, Johnny. So that's why it actually goes left to right when you're reading. So remember, if you're going to put in your sound effects, make sure left to right that you're actually typing in with your little square brackets so that you can actually follow left to right based on how it's going to do it. All right, AI Johnny. So that's exactly what we did. So that's called token index alignment, right? So that's what we're actually doing here. So this tells the model generation that the heavy breathing soundscapes must occupy the initial frame tokens. The Foley effect must trigger right at the transition boundary, and the electronic synthesizer's frequency must burst into existence immediate upon the conclusion of the sound wave effect, which is why you hear the breathing and then the sound effect. Listen. So you heard the heavy breathing, then the actual thunder started to roll. All right, AI Johnny, what else do you think that we should actually do right now?
Let's see. Let's execute a rapid camper check-in with our Zoom crew. Let's see if anybody out there wants to make some changes to the sound. Use your creative minds and come up with something. The one thing that I thought of is when you said, well, you move it from left to right, like what would happen if you switched them, or what would happen if you moved it from here to there? I mean, the only way to learn this stuff is by just changing the prompt, hitting generate, listening to the results. The way you learn regular music, only we don't have instruments and microphones. We have prompt windows.
Exactly. So I do see some things coming in off the stream. What do we have, AI Johnny? We have seems like some.
Let's find out. Why don't you read the first question?
Yeah, so we actually have it seems if so they want to replace heavy breathing with mechanical computer bleeps. Okay, so let's do that. So heavy breathing with mechanical computer bleeps. And then no longer
Changing
thundercrack.
thundercrack to a laser blast cybernetic voice glitch filter.
All right, let's do that. So laser, our campers have so much imagination. Laser blast, cybernetic. Can't spell cybernetic. Cybernetic voice glitch filter. Is that some Roblox thing? Voice glitch filter. All right.
And the synthesizer melody change too. Fast-paced industrial cyberpunk tracking system. You want me to pop that into the window, or you got it?
No, we're good. Actually, I'm not gonna type it. I'm just gonna copy paste it from the stream. Yeah, Johnny. All right. I should have done that from the first time. Synthesizer. All right. So AI Johnny, are we ready?
Let's hear what we get.
All right, so what I'm doing is I click generate, and by clicking generate, again, it's going through the inference engine, and it's going to actually learn and actually understand exactly what you're trying to say. There you go. You know, yeah, Johnny, that sounds awesome.
I think that should be my soundtrack. Anytime I walk into a room, I think they should play that music. Like they play the president song when he walks in. When I
Yeah.
walk in, switch over to that. I like that.
Definitely. Yeah, so that's actually completely phenomenal. So it completely warped the entire Sonic universe while keeping the exact. So I actually recognized the actual song as soon as they play it. It was actually Sonic. So that's actually interesting. So campers, as you can see, we're going to be doing all of this itself in the private summer camp after the actual stream goes. So if you actually want to be able to jump in, just go ahead to go to airheadinstitute.ai, get your parents to actually sign up. It's only $100 a week or $500 for the entire summer. So AI Johnny, tell me, what else you want to actually see happening in this thing? Now, this is a live part. Anything you want? You want to change the order? What do you want to do?
Well, how long was it?
This one was 30 seconds. We're only doing 30-second clips. I'm not doing the full version because it's going to take too long.
That's also what we're doing in the lab, right? The lab assignment, 30-second audio clip utilizing text triggers to create high quality
Yep.
atmospheric intro theme.
Yes, sir. So what do you want to? Yes.
All right.
So give me a sound effect that you want to try to throw it, or anybody in the Zoom chat or anybody else in the live stream. Give me a sound effect that you guys want to actually drop in there. That's going to be either funny or unexpected. Let's challenge the AI.
I'm in Kentucky, brother. Can you do a rooster?
Of course. Well, I'm saying, of course, it should be able to. So where do you want to put it? Let's
Start it with a rooster. Rooster is the thing I hear first thing in the morning. Here you go.
All right.
ROOSTER.
Crows. I love it. So a rooster crows with a dramatic cinematic music track. You want to change anything else? Let's not do mechanical computer bleeps. Let's do cows mooing. Let's challenge it and see how far it can actually get. And we're gonna do not laser blast, but what else do we want to do? Give me another animal, AI Johnny, or anybody in the Zoom chat. Give me another animal.
Well, what do we have on the farm here? We have
You want to do pigs? Let's do pigs.
We have otters. Can you do an otter?
I don't even know what an otter sounds like. So whatever it makes, I'm gonna say yes, sure, that's an otter. OTTER. All right, so we're gonna actually do that, and we're not gonna do industrial. We're gonna say farm based tracking rhythm. All right, so we're not going to do medium paced. We're changing up everything here, but we're going to try to drop in on.
Bill, are you going to tell them that otters don't make noises, or am I?
Yeah, Johnny, listen, if you think that you want to hear what an otter sounds like, if they make noises, you will hear it here first at Airhead. So let's go ahead and generate that. So we have a rooster crowing, we have cows mooing, we have otters, I don't know what they're doing, we have pigs, and we have I can't believe it actually did a whole bunch of animals. Now, I don't know where the otter is in that one, but that was actually rather interesting. Yeah, Johnny, should we add some words to this?
Help.
All right, when we wake up in the morning.
Oh, good morning is a good one.
On the farm. On Queens Lake Farm.
Yeah, you're going to add some vocals. You could say good morning, and if I don't see you, again, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
If I don't see you, good afternoon,
good evening,
good evening, and good night.
good night.
All right, let's do that. So you want to be a female voice, a male voice? Let it figure it out. Anything kind of
Sure,
style
male voice. Male
in a
voice.
male voice. All right, so we're gonna try that. So we're gonna generate, and we're not gonna do medium pace. We're not gonna do electronic. We're just gonna do yeah, let's leave it electronic. All right, so let's do that. So it's actually generating. So guys, what it's doing here is actually taking all our complex thing. It's gonna actually try to put those lyrics in when we wake up in the morning on, oh, I should have said on Queens Lake Farm, but you know, maybe we'll figure it out.
When we wake up in the morning, Queens Lake Farm. And if I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
That's beautiful.
You know, AI Johnny, this is almost as if I was actually at a Broadway musical and just listening to all of that intro. It was really, really great. So, guys, what we're showing you here, AI Johnny, by the way, did you actually hear the otter? Are you actually messing with me? Do otters make sounds? What sounds do they make? Are you trolling me here?
I don't really know. They must make odd noise. It sounded, the rooster sounded a little bit like an otter.
Interesting, interesting. All right, I'm seeing a lot of reactions here coming in on the stream and on the Zoom call. Does anybody have anything they want to add before we actually switch over to the next segment? All right, yeah, Johnny. Let's actually jump to the Q&A. Does anybody on the
Q&A,
Zoom?
brother. They're pushing
Yeah,
the envelope. One
definitely.
TikTok wants to know, can I type in absolutely any sound effect that I want inside the brackets? Dinosaur raw, a belch noise, or do we have to stick with standard music instruments?
AI Johnny, you know what? Because the kids are asking for silly noises, let's do fart noises. This is gonna get a lot of laughs. We're gonna do what else they want to do? Belching. And what else they wanted to AI Johnny? Dinosaur roar, something like that. Anything else they want to do? What else silly they might want? Yeah, Johnny.
A frog.
Okay, and we do a frog. And we do frog. All right, we're gonna remove the words so we can actually focus only just on the actual sounds to see what that what the question. So the camper actually asked, can you do silly noises or even noises that probably don't even exist, like a dinosaur roar, because we don't know what it sounds like. So it actually, so you see here, and it says no audio generated. That happens once in a while. It may be because we either put in a fart noise and saying, you know what, let's not do fart noises. And it actually tries to protect and be safeguard. There you go. Listen. All right, so I did some random voices. I don't know, depending on what they had for lunch or dinner. I don't know if those counted as flatulent sounds. But anyway, AI Johnny, that was actually a pretty good try. AI Johnny, what's the other actual question that people may have?
They want to talk about the limitations. How many brackets can we put in a single 30-second intro prompt? Can I put 20 sound effects in a row?
AI Johnny, Yeah, so just as we actually learned yesterday, you can actually try to shove a lot of text in a short period of time and try to speed up the actual person talking, but you're going to get broken syllables. You're not going to really hear what it's saying. So you can definitely try. The AI is going to try its best to pick out and do as much as you can, but realistically, you can't actually defy the laws of physics here. So, they might do something, random. They may pick something in, it might get confused. You don't know because it's a non-deterministic system. So great question, AI Johnny.
Code and Chords wants to know if the official Google Music documentation page, oh, this is because of your Rain Man brain, it talks about stylistic conditioning weights, wants to know if we can control the volume and an effect inside the bracket. Can we do more than just say what it is? Can we describe what it is?
You know what, AI Johnny? Let's actually do something really quickly. So let's go back to our older video, a dramatic cinematic music track, right? So we're gonna do is we're gonna say a thunder crack. We're gonna say starts. So we're gonna say a stadium crowd cheers, loud volume, distant echo. Okay. And we're gonna say also another thing in start low and then goes high. All right, so we can actually do all those things. So we're gonna hit generate. So again, it's dramatic cinematic music track, open up with heavy breathing, followed instantly by a loud stadium crowd cheers, loud volume, distant echo. All right, I think it's actually mostly concentrated on my last part, which was start low and high for electronic synthesizer melody. So it actually did start at the end, but I did not hear the actual stadium crowd. Now, keep in mind, guys, these are statistical models. Sometimes you have to actually generate multiple times to get exactly what you want. But AI Johnny, I'm sure if we actually generate 2 or 3 more times, we'll exactly hear those things. Let's actually
So you are saying that you can change the volume inside the brackets?
You can, definitely. You can say, I want to start low, I want to start high, I want to actually change the volume to be higher or lower. All right, yeah, Johnny.
Can I make a dog barking sing the happy birthday song?
Oh, I'm sure you can. But let's actually jump over to the ethical thought of the day, AI Johnny.
Okay, let's see here. The news tracking lands us directly into our ethical thought block. Let's realign our creative focus with foundational pillars of the Airhead code. And Airhead is honest and responsible because modern generative auto and SFX conditioning platforms allow us to synthesize realistic Foley textures with a few typed lines. It is incredibly easy to construct audio files that realistically Foley textures with a few typed lines. It's easy to fake realistic situations or create false environmental evidence. A bad actor could easily type up a script with background triggers like coughing fit, heavy wheezing, or hospital monitor beeping to create a fake voicemail to trick their parents or school administrators into thinking they're dangerously sick to escape an exam. Never use prompt engineering skills to manufacture deceptive audio content, fake emergency soundscapes, or bypass your real-world responsibilities. We use our technical development powers to engineer awesome artwork and soundtracks. Never lie to break the trust of our community. Man, I didn't even think of that, but you're right. Even with sound effects, you can do unethical things.
Exactly, yeah, Johnny. Absolute facts. So let's always use our development skills to maintain truth and support our team. All right, so for my younger creators out there, for the session, the things that you actually learned in the session today, and we're going to be doing more stuff in the actual private session afterwards. So my younger campers, 10 to 13, here are 2 fun ways that you can actually deploy today's sound effects in lessons immediately. So 1, use your new sound effects conditioning commands to produce a unique, high-quality audio alert stingers that transition drops to play over your private Discord channel event. Secondly, you can actually generate rich textured ambient background track complete with cricket sounds or sci-fi hums to act as a custom audio landscape for your standalone Roblox game maps.
And if you're older, the Advanced Teen Engineering Squad tuning in, ages 14 to 18, you can leverage this workflow for high-level digital portfolios. Use the precise bracket placement strategies to produce cinematic 30-second podcast intro themes and commercial sound beds that you can pitch to local creators or school media groups. And secondly, if you are actively designing indie games or mobile apps, You can operate as your own master Foley artist and compile custom character spellcast tracks, environmental transitions, and interactive sound design libraries without ever renting out or expensive physical recording studio block. I imagine you would create those things just by saying those text things in brackets.
Exactly.
Right, AI Journey?
Exactly. So cool. And what about the news, AI Johnny?
Okay, let's step away from our mixing console for a moment and check our global tech raters for the most mind-blowing AI news updates hitting the industry over the last 24 hours. First, our massive headline is a major geopolitical milestone. AI executives gather at the G7 summit in France for historical Tech Sovereignty Council. Right now, as the group of 7 leaders conclude their annual summit in Evian-les-Bains, the final day of discussions has pivoted entirely to artificial intelligence. In an unprecedented huddle, the heads of the world, the 3 most powerful AI giants, OpenAI, Sam Altman, Google DeepMind CEO Demis Hassabis, and Anthropic CEO Dario Amodei, are currently attending an official working lunch with the world leaders. The central theme of the summit meeting is ensuring a safe, rapid, and effective deployment of artificial intelligence, driven heavily by European nations demanding localized digital sovereignty so they never get locked out of advanced models.
Yeah, AI Johnny, you know what? Can you imagine having all these, world leaders, the G7 is the top 7, leaders from around the world, and they actually want to talk AI with these AI leaders. So it's actually pretty impressive where AI itself has actually come to be able to want to be able to influence now at the country levels on a global scale. So I love it, AI Johnny.
It sounds like a movie lineup to me, bro.
Definitely.
Technology is transforming the planet when the literal rulers of the world have to pause their summit meetings just to sit down and huddle with AI prompt engineers and tech CEOs like those 3 CEOs, and like you and me, and like people that are in this class. We are the future.
I love it, AI Johnny. All right, our second giant headline tracks a massive credibility shakeup in the corporate world. So global consulting giant KPMG abruptly pulls its AI reports after fabricated case studies were actually exposed. So KPMG has officially removed its highly publicized global business report that's titled Redefining Excellence in the Age of Agentic AI from all its websites after multiple major success stories were found to be completely fake. Isn't that funny, AI Johnny? They published a report that was actually completely hallucinated by AI. So anyway,
I ain't seen no false they can't.
All right, so what happens, AI Johnny, is the report made high-level claims about advanced AI agent deployment at major global organizations, including banking giants UBS and UK's National Health Service, Swiss Federal Railway, and Transport for London. However, research at the AI safety firm GPT-0 ran an audit and discovered that out of 40 of the 45 citations in the report were completely hallucinated. So an internal investigation revealed that KPMG staff used an autonomous AI research tool to find case studies, but no human at the firm ever double-checked the sources or verified the text before publishing it to the world. AI Johnny, 40 out of 45 were fake.
So a multi-billion-dollar corporate consulting firm wrote a report telling other companies how to use AI, and they themselves let their own AI completely hallucinate the entire document because they forgot to check the text box. That's absolutely massive. What an L.
Yes, AI Johnny. It's an incredible embarrassment debacle for the firm, and it proves a lesson we teach at this camp every single day. AI is an unbelievable tool for speed, but human oversight, integrity, and verification are things you can never automate. So always double check the prompt outputs every single time, guys. This is something that we teach here all the time. Statistically, it will give you the right answer, but it doesn't mean that you can't get the wrong answer sometimes, all right?
As always, my brain cells are buzzing after tracking those live transition layers. I'm literally about to go hop behind the microphone array and cook up a massive cyberpunk cinematic intro track immediately after the show concludes. No cap. Campers, today we completely dominated inline transitions and sound effects automation. Tomorrow, on Thursday, we're tackling the master layout boss level of Music Composition Week, structural arrangement. We are going to discover the exact prompts segment, rules, and structural marker layouts required to instruct the AI to cleanly divide a song into distinct musical blocks, separating an atmospheric intro, a driving verse, and a rising pre-chorus into a massive, heavy-hitting melodic chorus line. It's going to be an absolute movie. Junior, take us out, brother.
Yeah, Johnny, that was awesome. Again, so tomorrow's song arrangements is definitely going to be pure blueprint gold. All right, AI Johnny, before we actually cut off everybody from the live stream, just remember we actually teach AI and the summer camp going all summer long. It's only $100 per week, and you can secure your actual spot for the most flexible week pass for the entire summer for $500 for the entire summer. If you're loving these daily classes, go ahead and share them with your actual friends. And if you want to create something, tag Airhead Institute on all the socials. And again, if you missed this morning session, no big deal. The broadcast is available on YouTube and all the socials for a limited time. All right, AI Johnny, cutting the stream right now. Catch you guys in the next one. Bye.
Welcome to Season 13 and 14 of Airhead Institute. This is our 2-hour summer camp kicking off every day at noon Eastern. Right now, we are broadcasting the kickoff live across all the socials and Zoom, but at 12:45 p.m., we pivot. That's when we transition into an exclusive private lesson where our campers get hands-on experience actually building and creating with these AI tools. Plus, they'll be proving their new skills and earning official certifications by completing our certification exams. Here is what we are building over our epic 9-week summer lineup. Week 1, AI images for Roblox and Minecraft. Week 2, AI movies in Anime Studio. Week 3, AI music for TikTok sounds and Spotify hits. Week 4, AI games for classic arcade games. Week 5, AI ethics, hackers, deepfakes, and scams. Week 6, AI images for Disney and Marvel. Week 7, AI movies, Hollywood in your pocket. Week 8, AI music for hip-hop beats and gaming soundtracks. Week 9, AI games for phone and app store games. We're making AI practical, powerful, and fun for everyone. No tech background, no problem. Whether you're a kid ready to build awesome projects or an adult looking to audit a class and learn, just show up. Spots are still open. It's just $100 per week, or you can unlock the whole summer for $500. Secure your spot right now at www.airheadinstitute.ai. Guided by your hosts, AI Junior and AI Johnny, we're keeping it bold, brainy, and built for real-world impact. Let's stop scrolling and start creating. Welcome to camp.